Jennifer, can you tell us how the Buy American provisions or the legislation is actually supposed to work?
Absolutely. In theory, Buy America regulations were put on the books to really promote the use of domestic materials in the building of this country's infrastructure. It's through that building that we create jobs, we put people to work. For example, in the steel industry, those are good paying, highly skilled jobs that for a lot of people in different communities, that's their way into the middle class and always has been. And over the years, we've seen a weakening of those laws, unfortunately, due to lack of congressional intent or a misunderstanding of congressional intent. And as you see projects go through the process of moving from federal to state to local, there can be misinterpretations of exactly what congressional intent was behind Buy America regulations.
How are the laws being circumvented?
Right now, there's this misconception that Buy America covers every federal dollar ever spent in every federal agency and every project, and that simply is not the case. It applies to a thin slice of Department of Transportation and the Highways and Transit section of the DOT, and it's through those projects that you see highway building and bridge building, railroad construction. Those are the types of projects that are subject to Buy America regulations. And when the federal dollars get issued down to the state, there are opportunities for circumvention. There are times where big projects get green-lighted by the federal government and the state government will turn away federal funding, and then Buy America regulations don't apply. From the steel industry's perspective, when you look at the way Buy America is structured, we feel that it's completely fair and that there are opportunities for officials on the state and local level if the price of domestic product is too expensive or it's not in the public's interest, or you don't have access to that specific product to meet the design of the project that you're working on. There are waivers that can be obtained in order to source through foreign, to go foreign.
Jennifer, given that this is a presidential election year, how would, say, a Mitt Romney look at the Buy America legislation versus the current administration, and do you see any changes?
Well, one of the challenges is a president has to work with a Congress. So a Congress will greatly impact a president's ability to enforce rules that are on the books. Likewise, a president can impact congressional ability to enforce rules that are on the books. When we highlight issues for, say, the Obama administration with Buy America, they are certainly sympathetic. And President Obama, it has put a focus on manufacturing. The issues come down to how the federal dollars are actually procured by the states, what agencies they go to, and is there support for expanding Buy America to cover other projects. Right now, it's really anybody's game in the Republican presidential contest, but by all accounts, Mitt Romney seems to be in the lead. And he has said many positive things about manufacturing and has talked about the importance of enforcing rules that are already on the books to make sure that our manufacturers have a competitive advantage, not just in our domestic market, but also abroad. And so we are hopeful that if it's President Obama or President Romney, there will be this heightened sensitivity to the need to ensure that the domestic manufacturing base is competitive. All reports that we've seen in the last few months have pointed to manufacturing being the one bright spot in this recession, the one sector of the economy that is creating jobs. And whoever is the president should be focused on ensuring that that trend continues and that we are given an opportunity to rebuild this country.